Some of you watching already know, but for those of you who don't, I used to run track in middle school and high school, and I also ran cross country in high school, which I did not like. Long distance was not my strong suit, but my relationship to running was love-hate. I really loved hanging out with my teammates. Some of the people that I met in high school track have become some of my longest friends to this day, and I had so many great experiences with track, and the memories I made I will never ever forget. And I'm truly grateful for that sport. It kept me in shape. I don't think I would have joined a sport if I didn't do track. So that's just a little bit of my running history and my running journey. But this video is really about the run club that I've joined now. I ran a little bit after high school, but not competitively. I didn't run in college. I would just work out here and there, and I just kind of fell off. I just stopped running. And once I moved back home, I really wanted something to do, and I had seen this run club called Run For It in El Paso, and I thought I would try. Why not? Let me take you to the first run that I ever did with Run For It EP, and we'll continue with my journey with the club as the video goes on.
How did you feel about the adventure coming up?
Brutal, but we made it, so it should be good now.
Good morning. Go, Drina!
This first run at Scenic Drive was easy breezy going down. I was like, oh, this is fine. The uphills killed me, as you can tell by me very slowly jogging back to the finish line. But shout out to my Aunt Erica for joining me on my very first run with Run For It. And after that, I just started going every Saturday or Sunday whenever they would have it. I got a gym membership at Planet Fitness, and I've been going pretty consistently, and we've ran around all over the city. This was around UTEP, very pretty views. This was in another city really close to El Paso called Socorro. And Rianne joins me for some of the runs. This was like through a neighborhood. It was really hot that day. I thought I was gonna pass out, but it was a nice run. There were no hills, so that was a bonus. And then afterwards, they had this event going on. Some restaurants were there, or some food trucks were there. How would you rate that run?
This one was better, so like a 7.
7?
I'd say a 7 too.
There were no hills.
Yeah. So that makes it 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Joining the run club also inspired me to run my first 5K race since high school, and that was a pretty cool experience, which I already talked about in a previous video. And this is where we usually meet up at Viejo Coffee, but you know when you run there, there's going to be some hills, but you cannot beat this view. So, I mean, take it or leave it. Man, it was so pretty on this run. And then for St. Patrick's Day, we met up at this bar called the Davenport Social Club. It was really cool. We all wore green. Most of us wore green. And that run was pretty hard, but it was really fun to meet up at a new spot.
I emphasize, please watch your own pace. We have people going 7-minute miles. We have people going 15-minute miles. So.
And then for April Fool's Day, we did an evening run, which we typically don't do, but this was cool. We dressed up as crazily as we could. My wig did eventually come off. This was at another bar called Headquarters, and we got to try on some ASICS shoes, and it was pretty cool, honestly, and I really liked the route that day. This one was also really fun. It was at a place called Hush Hush in downtown El Paso, and we did Soul Cycle, basically, and the music that they played was really fun. Yeah, if you're interested in joining a run club in El Paso, I definitely recommend Run For It. I've been with this club now for 4 months, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I'm back on my running journey, and stay tuned for more run club content. I'll see you next time.
introduce Mr. Jamal Streeter. I don't think he heard me. Jamal Streeter. Missing a patient, Sumar and Michael Green, and my name is Jordan Taylor. All right, I'm gonna need you guys' help. And I can hear you guys.